I'm making a sweater for my grandson, but I don't want the needles to be too big. What do you think?
If you go up, it's gonna get kind of baggy.
Although baggy is very popular now, don't you think?
Is.
I know,
It
right?
is.
So, OpenAI just released GPT-Live, and it might be the closest thing to a real conversation you've ever had with an AI. Yesterday, on July 8th, they rolled out two new voice models, GPT-Live 1 and GPT-Live 1 Mini, and they're already replacing the old ChatGPT voice mode for everyone. Here's the actual problem they were solving. The original ChatGPT voice mode was three separate models stitched together. One model turned your speech into text, another model thought of a reply, and a third model turned that reply back into speech. Every handoff added lag, and the result was slow, robotic, and it would talk over you constantly. Then came advanced voice mode, which combined those into a single model, but it still worked in strict turns, waiting for you to stop talking before it would respond. Any pause, any background noise, and it would just barge in. GPT-Live throws that whole turn-based system out. It uses what OpenAI calls a full duplex architecture, meaning it's listening and generating a response at the exact same time, constantly deciding, many times a second, whether to talk, stay quiet, interrupt, or wait. That's why in the demo videos you hear it dropping in little and yeah sounds while you're still mid-sentence, the same way a real person would.
Hey, chat. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, thanks. What's on your mind?
I'm good. It's one of those weeks when I'm already thinking about the weekend, you know?
Right.
I kind of want to get out, maybe take a hike. Actually, what's a good trail in Golden Gate Park?
Strawberry Hill Loop is a great one. Easy, pretty shaded, not too long. Feels like a nice reset.
The other big change is delegation. GPT-Live itself is a fairly lightweight model built for fast, natural conversation. But when you ask it something that needs real reasoning or a web search, it quietly hands that off to GPT 5.5 in the background, keeps chatting with you naturally while that heavier model works, and then folds the answer back into the conversation once it's ready, so the voice never freezes up waiting on a slow answer.
Okay, you were right. That hike was incredible.
Oh, nice.
Okay, is there some place around here I could get brunch?
Checking. If you're still near Strawberry Hill, Arts Cafe is classic. Or a Tartine in the Inner Sunset. Or if you want something more relaxed, Zazie has a really nice patio.
On the numbers, OpenAI's own testing shows GPT-Live is strongly preferred over the old advanced voice mode, with a preference rate above 75% in head-to-head conversations. It also posted big jumps on GPQA, which tests expert-level science reasoning, and BrowseComp, which tests how well an AI can dig up hard-to-find information on the web. Now, the reaction has been split. A lot of people are genuinely impressed. Some are saying it's the first time voice mode has actually felt like talking to a person, instead of a chatbot doing a bit. There's also a running joke in the comments about one particular creator whose whole channel is built around talking to ChatGPT on camera. People were joking that his content just dried up overnight. And a good chunk of commenters are pointing out that the demo polish and the real day-to-day experience are historically two very different things, so the actual verdict is still a few days out. One more thing worth noting, GPT-Live is voice only for now. No video or screen sharing support at launch, though OpenAI says that's coming. And it's rolling out globally on iOS, Android, and the web right now, with GPT-Live 1 becoming the default for paid users, and the mini version for free users. So is this the voice mode people have been begging for since the ChatGPT app launched, or just a really well-produced demo that falls apart the second you actually poke at it? Probably somewhere in between, but either way, the bar for what a voice assistant should feel like just moved. We'll see if it holds up once the honeymoon period wears off.